The best way to learn to do something is to actually do the thing that you're wanting to learn how to do, which is why every week I set myself the challenge to write a new song. I like to try and get a walk in the mornings. Normally I'd be taking the dog with me, but he's more popular than I am, so he's out back shortly. I can't believe what I've just found down the road. I had to come back and grab my camera. This isn't just a random hat that I've just decided to pick up from the middle of the street. This is my hat. I lost this 15 months ago now. So this has given me an idea. This week, I'm gonna write a song about my hat. And as per usual, I want to invite you guys to get involved with this songwriting challenge as well. So your challenge this week is to write a song about an inanimate object. And it can be anything you want, and you can put your own spin on it, do what you wanna do. Okay, so I'm going to have a bit of a play around now. I'm going to pick up the guitar. I'm going to see if I can just hum some ideas and see if some ideas come to me. Right, this is absolutely doing my head in now. I just can't seem to think of anything at all. It's almost like I have no clue what I'm writing about. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting to get different results is actually the definition of madness. So it's time to try something different. I've been having trouble coming up with ideas for this song. It's a good idea to stop and to think about what the problem is. I've recently bought some new books. I haven't had a look through this one yet. It's by Pat Pattison. I'd recommend any of Pat's books. So this is a book called Songwriting, Essential Guide to Lyric Form and Structure. I'll link it in the description box below, so if you want to check it out yourself, you can do. And let's see if it helps me to figure out what the problem is. I'm having a little flick through the book and I found this interesting section that I was just reading about, and it's all about song elements. And there's a bit here where it says, you have to decide what you want your lyrics to say. What's your central idea? Now this has just set alarm bells ringing for me. I know what my song's about. It's about that hat, but that's a topic. It's not necessarily a subject. It's not the central idea. And I think that's the problem. That's why I'm having trouble writing this song, or even just getting started with this song. The reason that I know that it was about 15 months ago that I last saw this hat was because for my 30... There's an ongoing joke in my family that I can never remember how old I am. It was my 36th birthday. 30-something birthday. Kat surprised me by taking me to Dublin for my birthday. It was the day after New Year's and it was absolutely freezing, and I wore this hat pretty much the entire trip. When we got back from Dublin, I could not find this hat anywhere, so I assumed that I'd left it in Dublin. But obviously I've been walking the dog, it's fallen out my pocket and it's been lying in the street for the last 15 months. Now to be honest with you, this hat means nothing to me at all. I don't really get sentimental about possessions, maybe a couple of guitars, but I don't like to leave rubbish in the street, and I thought it'd be quite fun to see if I could get the smell out of it as well anyway. But whilst I've been cleaning it, I was thinking, I have had that hat in Munich, Nuremberg, Budapest, Rome, Salzburg. It's been loads of places with me. When I do these songwriting challenges, I always tell myself that the song doesn't need to be about anything. And the reason I think that is because I think if I take away any personal attachment to the song, then it'll be easier for me to write. But this song about this hat, I think is changing my perspective on that. Of course the song has to be about something, otherwise you won't have anything to write about. Now, the song doesn't have to be about something incredibly personal, but it has to be about something, or you won't have anything to write about. So what I naively thought I was going to do was just sit down and write a song about a hat, and it was going to be a piece of cake. But what I've figured is that the hat is going to be more of a metaphorical thing in the song, but the song is going to be more about memories, not necessarily a specific memory, but I want to use the idea of memories to be the subject of the song. And this should hopefully mean that I have an easier time writing this tune. So let's have another go at this. think I've got something that's working now. The initial idea that suddenly came to me was for a chorus section. So the chord progression is a D minor to a F major to a C major to a B flat major, and the idea was a melody kind of going something like that. Now, I've got an idea for the vocals for that as well, but I'm going to work on them over the next couple of days and then try and put it together when I record the song. So I'm going to try and work on the lyrics over the next day or so, and then I'm going to come back to record it and see if I can put the full thing together. It's Tuesday. I've had an absolutely manic week. I have not managed to do any of the recording whatsoever. I've got the song finished. It's not as good as I want it to be, especially with the lyrics. I'd love to spend some more time working on those, but I just do not have time. So today, I've got to get the song recorded, I've got to get the video edited, and I've got to get it ready to upload for tomorrow. So let's get it done. Song's done, so I'm going to go out for a drive and have a listen to it in the car, and I'm going to play it for you as well in just a moment. If you've had a go at the challenge, then please feel free to send your songs through to the email address that's on the screen now, as I'd really like to feature the songs that you guys write on the channel as well. I'm quite pleased with the song, and I'm very pleased that I actually managed to get the song done, as the deadline got a bit tight towards the end there. As I always say, I don't intend to become the best songwriter. My goal is to improve at songwriting, and that's exactly why I'm doing these weekly challenges. The thing that I'm going to take away from this week's challenge is, I feel like you can probably write a song about anything, as long as there's some form of a narrative or a central idea behind what you're writing. At least that's the way it is for me. It might be different for you, you might disagree, but that's fine. But that's what I'm going to take away from this. Okay, so I'm going to don my hat, I'm going to go listen to the song. Please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you for next week's challenge. You used to keep me warm when I would put you on, as we were looking out and taking in that stunning view. Do you remember what I said? Do you remember the place we went? Do you remember the time we spent? Just me and you. I haven't seen you for a long time. Don't know where you've been, but I remember the things we've done together and all the good times. I put you back on and you were never ever gone. Together, we're back together, we're back together, we're back together again, we're back together, we're back together, we're back together, we're back together again. You used to keep me warm when I would put you on, as we were looking out and I was stood right next to you. Do you remember where we went? Do you remember the time we spent? We'll go back there again, but now it's not just me and you. I haven't seen you for a long time. Don't know where you've been, but I remember the things we've done together and all the good times. When I put you back on, you were never ever gone. I haven't seen you for a long time. Don't know where you've been, but I remember the things we've done together and all the good times. When I put you back on, you were never ever gone. I remember the good times, the things that we've seen and the places we've been. I remember the good times, the things that we've seen and the places we've been. We're back together, we're back together, we're back together, we're back together again. We're back together, we're back together, we're back together, we're back together again.